if you don't know me already, I'm Chloe, and in today's video we're going to be talking about my favourite horror films. Yesterday we touched on the subject and I absolutely love horror films. It is like one of my favourite things in life. It's in no particular order. I'm not going to do anything ranked. It's literally just going to be some films I enjoy watching. This is my top 10 horror films. Let's get right into it. Starting at number 1 is Silent Hill. I absolutely adore Silent Hill. It has a great story, like the twist, if you've seen it, is amazing. I don't want to ruin it because I do want you to watch it. It's based off a video game. It has some great characters. It delves into a really cool concept. Silent Hill is basically about coming across a town called Silent Hill, and they discover some characters there, and there's a big twist. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to ruin it completely. Don't Google it, just watch it. The next on my list is Wrong Turns, the Wrong Turn series. You need a strong stomach for these films. They are great though, because I love gore, so these are awesome. A family of cannibals in a deserted area, and they kill and eat whoever comes across it, or comes across their area. They get them and kill them in all sorts of different ways, and it's all about the characters trying to escape this cannibalistic family. And there's numerous films of these, and they're all different themes. It's a big bloodbath. Number 4 is one of my favourites because it's about their origin story and where they came from, these cannibals. And they were originally in an asylum, and they escaped and got out into the big world and created their family. They basically interbred, disgusting as that is, they interbred with each other and created a bigger family, so they were unstoppable. The next film on my list is Nightmare on Elm Street. A lot of people say about this film, it's an absolute classic. If you've not heard about it before, Nightmare on Elm Street is about when you go to sleep, this guy, Freddy, is after you, and he can kill you in real life, not just in your dreams. He can reach through the reality, and it's all about getting away from him. The song for the theme tune is also what makes it, I think, for me. On Nightmare on Elm Street, there is a series of films, so there's not just one to watch. There's quite a few of them, which I think is great because you can binge watch them. The special effects aren't the best. They are old, a lot of them. There are some newer ones, but some of the older ones, the special effects are awful. It doesn't matter. It's what the story is. It's just great, and the whole concept that makes it. So it's still worth a watch if you can cringe through the special effects at the beginning. Next is more of a filmmaker's choice. I've chosen this one because I really appreciate the filming behind it and also the story, and it beats every other version of this film, is Psycho, but the one by Alfred Hitchcock. That shower scene absolutely transformed horror, I think. It is amazing. The whole story of Norman Bates and how he is a psycho and how his mother controls him in his mind to do all these things. Definitely watch the original before you watch any of the newer versions of Psycho. And I couldn't have this list without my favourite series of horror films, and that is Saw. I spoke about it in my last video. I absolutely adore Saw. Basically about an old man who sets up a load of traps to people who don't appreciate life, and gives them a chance to appreciate life. He puts them in a trap and they have a small amount of time to make a decision or break free, and it's a lot of gore as they have to do crazy tasks, crazy things to be able to survive. And that's what the whole point is, you have to fight to survive. And the whole story and the twists and turns throughout the whole series is just amazing. Make sure if you watch Saw to watch it in order so you understand the story, because I've heard a lot of people watch the Saws but pick apart the films and watch them here there, but you don't get to appreciate the story enough, and I think the story is what makes it for me. Definitely watch it in order and watch them beginning to end, because you'll be amazed. And next on this list is Freddy vs. Jason. This is because I got really excited when this came out when I was younger, because I always loved Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street, and when it was Freddy vs. Jason in this competition of who's the best, I was rooting for Freddy, to be honest, and it was amazing. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil what happens, but it's a great film. It's Friday the 13th, Jason versus Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's like slasher galore. It is awesome. Next on this list, I actually watched last night with my partner. I had to show him it as I was making this list. He thought, oh, I've not seen that one. You have to give it a watch. And it is on Netflix, so if you've got Netflix, definitely give this one a watch. It is the film Would You Rather. It's similar to Saw, I'd say, in the way that it's gory, but not as extreme actually. Would You Rather is about a group of people who are really desperate for money or to change their lives in different ways. And they get approached by this rich man who says he has a foundation and he can transform their lives if they just beat the game. And the game is Would You Rather. But rather than just saying, oh, I'd rather do that than that, you have to actually act upon what you would rather do. And it goes more extreme and more extreme. I won't say any more, but it's great. And there is a twist. So definitely give that one a watch. The next on my list isn't a gory one, for a change. It is one of the first horror films I ever watched when I was younger, and it is the film Sixth Sense. If you've never heard of it, it is about a little boy who can see dead people, and that is a famous line from the film. He basically just envisions all these dead people, and he's only young, so it's quite interesting perspective. I'm not going to ruin the story too much, but definitely give that one a watch. It is great. The whole supernatural element is a whole new level to any other film I've seen. The next film on my list actually creeped me out a little bit. And not a lot of films creep me out, so this is good. It's definitely a scary one. It's the film Mama. And basically what it's about is two little girls who are left in a forest on their own for years, and all they know is Mama, and that is a supernatural creature who they call Mama. The authorities find them eventually, or they're found eventually, these two girls, and they're feral. They don't understand, they haven't learned anything in the time they've been there, and they're really strange and animal-like. So, because they've lived in this forest with this Mama creature, but it's about discovering about the Mama creature alongside what happened to these two girls in the time they were away. And it's really scary, really, really good. Very psychological, has very tense moments. Big ending, there's a big dramatic ending, so it builds up. It's not just one straight line away all the way through, it definitely has it. And the last one on my list is another series of films, and that is Final Destination. These films were one of my favourites growing up. I always watched these, and I think the gore with the psychological, with the supernatural, all mixed together just creates an awesome film. Basically, it's about the different people each time, but it's about how they have a vision of something happening to themselves. Almost like those moments where you think, oh gosh, anxious moment of, oh gosh, what if this happened right now? Say for example you're on a roller coaster, this is one of the films. If you're on a roller coaster, what if it crashed when I got on this roller coaster? And it's that fear. But in this film, they have the vision, and then it actually happens, and they either can choose to go through with it because they've had the vision and change their mind, and watch other people deal with the consequence, or they can stay put and deal with it themselves as well. And it's great. It is an awesome film. Awesome series of films. You need to watch them, definitely. That is today's video. I know it was quite quick again. I didn't speak too much. I didn't want to reveal too much about the films. But at least you've got some horror films to watch in this spooky season now. And I hope you enjoy them. Let me know in the comments if you get to watch any of these, and let me know what you think. If you agree with me, if you think they were rubbish, let me know. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, put your bell notification on, and I'll see you tomorrow.